Have you ever noticed something about your body and thought, wait, when did that start happening? Maybe your skin feels drier than a desert, your hair isn't full as it used to be, or your favorite foods just don't hit the same. Aging over 50 is full of surprises, some funny, some frustrating, but all part of the journey. Before we go further, if you're new, welcome. If you're regular, then welcome back to Aging with Grace and Style, where we celebrate the journey of growing older with confidence, grace, and a touch of sass. I'm your host, Valerie Hatcher, and I'm excited for you to join our community of fabulous women as we navigate the joys and challenges of life after 50. So grab your favorite beverage. I've got mine. Sit back and let's get started. Today's topic is one that I think we can all relate to. The surprising changes that happen to our bodies as we age, from skin that suddenly needs a gallon of moisturizer to muscles that require a little extra TLC. We're talking about it all. So let's jump in. Let's start with skin and hair because let's be honest, they're the first to announce, hey, you're not 30 anymore. Your skin gets thinner as you get older, becoming drier and more fragile. My skin has gotten so dry, especially in the winter. It feels like it drinks up the moisturizer and then it asks for more. And hair. Well, a while ago, I started noticing that my hair was thinning, especially in the top. It was stressful at first, but I sought treatment from a dermatologist and I learned that some of the thinning is normal after 50 and there are ways to manage and treat it. You can counter skin dehydration. So here's what I learned. Hydration. Yes, drink more water, but also think about locking in that moisture. I use a heavier moisturizer now because those light lotions that I used to use in my 30s, they don't work anymore. And add a humidifier, especially in the colder months. This keeps the air and your skin hydrated. And then gentle exfoliation. Once or twice a week, I use a gentle exfoliant to help remove dead skin without causing irritation. And for the hair, be gentle. If your hair is thinning like mine, it's time to be more careful with it. I've cut back on heat styling, and my hairstylist is very particular about the products that he uses. And a few months a year, I get my hair braided, which allows it to rest from styling. These steps have really made a difference for me. And then from a nutrition perspective, foods like eggs, nuts, and leafy greens help support your hair health. I've heard that supplements like Nutrafol also work. And then consult a dermatologist. So when my hairstylist recognized that my thinning was gradually increasing, I went to a dermatologist. He explained that some thinning is normal as we age, but part of my problem was hereditary. We agreed on a treatment plan that included reducing the scalp inflammation, medications, and PRP, which is platelet rich plasma injections. And the treatment has helped. Now let's talk hormones. Because let's be honest, menopause comes with its own set of surprises. Sleepless nights, mood swings, and let's not forget the infamous hot flashes. I've had nights where I felt like I was just lying on a furnace. If you're going through this, then you know what I mean. It can feel overwhelming, but here's how I've managed. Sticking to a routine. They say that going to bed and waking up at the same time every day really helps to regulate your body. I'm not sure if it works, but I'm pretty consistent about the time I get in the bed and when I wake up. Now, I'm not saying that I go to sleep, but I'm in the bed. And then cool your space. A fan, breathable bedding, and lighter pajamas are lifesavers during those hot flash moments. Now, my husband freezes, but I'm good. And then get moving. Even a 20-minute walk or yoga or stretching, they all are helpful for improving your mood and your sleep. Now, balancing hormones. Talk to your doctor. There are options out there, whether it's hormone replacement therapy or a natural alternative. There's no shame in getting help. It's definitely worth having a conversation to find what works for you. I use bioidentical pellets. I get them inserted about every 4 months or so. I can really tell the difference when I've gotten them and when I haven't. And then also foods like soy, flax seeds, and chickpeas can naturally support hormone balance. So the next one really caught me off guard. It's changes in my senses, my seeing, tasting, and smelling. So my night vision, it had started to decline, making driving after dark a bit nerve-wracking. And then my taste buds, well, things that I used to like, for some reason, I don't like anymore. At times it seems that maybe they've mellowed out, but I don't know. So here's how I've adapted. So annual eye visits for my eyes. So I was reminded of the importance of not skipping eye doctor visits. My declining night vision was actually due to cataracts, and surgery made a huge difference. Blue light protection. I spend a lot of time on the computer, at least 12 hours a day. Don't judge. Blue light glasses can help reduce strain. And then again, foods. We've talking about foods again, like spinach and eggs. They're good for eye health too. I've also heard that carrots were good. So as for taste, I try to play around with flavor. I've started using more herbs and spices and like fresh lemon juice to add some zing to my meals. Staying hydrated. This one pops up everywhere, but it really helps to keep your taste buds functioning. And then let's talk about bone and muscle health and kind of staying strong. So I've got to admit that this one hit me hard. I actually started noticing that I wasn't as strong as I used to be. Certain things felt heavier and getting up on the floor wasn't as smooth as it used to be. But here's the thing. Our muscles, they don't disappear overnight. I realized that I need to step up my game. And with a little intention, there are things that we can do to stay strong. One is start strength training. Light weights or resistance bands are a great place to start. Even body weight exercises like squats and push-ups can make a big difference. And prioritize protein. There was a time when I consistently wasn't eating enough protein. Heck, sometimes now I have to remind myself to make sure to include protein with every meal. I try to get it in through eggs or chicken, yogurt, peanut butter, and protein shakes. Of course, there are other sources of protein, but those are my go-tos. Weight-bearing exercises, so walking, yoga, and stretching, those are my go-tos, and they're gentle but effective for maintaining bone density and strength. Let's talk about bone density since we mentioned it. This is an especially prevalent risk for women. Dips in estrogen can cause a loss of bone density, putting women over 50 at greater risk for osteoporosis. Low bone density is quite common. I actually recently read that 1 out of every 2 women over 50 is likely to break a bone due to osteoporosis. That's crazy. I recently had a bone density test, which is recommended for women over 50, and my bones are fine, thank goodness. All right, now let's get into the quirky stuff. Here are some changes I did not expect, but I've learned to laugh about them and make adjustments. Now let's go. Different smelling sweat. Did you know that hormones can change how we smell? Now, I've switched to Lumi 72-hour odor control deodorant, and it works good for me. Have you tried it? There seems to be a lot of long-lasting deodorants out there right now, so just figure out what works for you. Decrease bladder control. Now, let's just say sneezing and laughing can be a little risky, and don't try to jump rope. Kegel exercises have been said to work for strengthening the pelvic muscles. Then there's digestive issues. So food that used to sit well with me, now sometimes they don't. I've had to be more conscious about my diet, adding fiber, drinking more water, taking probiotics have really helped my digestion. Let's just say Metamucil is a part of my daily routine. And then memory lapses. Y'all, if I had $1 for every time I forgot why I walked into a room, I've just learned to laugh about it, write things down, and challenge my brain with puzzles and word games. And then there's shrinking stature. So here's another did you know? You really do shrink with age, and it's not necessarily due to posture. Here's the scientific explanation. Between 30 and 40, the discs between the vertebrae of your spine begin to dry and to thin out. And that results in compression of your spine. They say people typically lose about a ½ inch every decade after 40. Well, all I know is that I still say I'm 5'9". I'm just going to continue to focus on my posture and weight bearing exercises to maintain my height in spite of the disc theory. Here's the truth though. Aging is inevitable, but how we respond to the changes, that matters. Our bodies are shifting, but these shifts are just reminders to pay attention, to adapt, and to care for ourselves in new ways. Aging is a privilege, and with the right mindset, we can thrive through every stage. Let's embrace this season with grace and style. So this week, I want you to pick one change that we talked about today, whether it's your skin, your strength, your sleep, or anything else, and try one tip to address it. Maybe it's drinking more water or adding a short walk to your day or even booking that overdue eye exam. Whatever it is, start small and then see how it feels. And if you want some accountability, write it down and keep track of how you're doing. I'll even be your accountability partner. Just let me know. Remember, aging with grace and style is all about progress, not perfection. And I'm cheering for you every step of the way. Girl, we got this.